Hello, my name's David Goosey and I'm one of the authors of Law for Social Workers. This is a short talk about working with lawyers. We set out a discussion of the unique differences between social workers and lawyers on page 73 and 74 of the 14th edition. You will note that the role of the lawyer is to advocate and negotiate on the basis of what their client wants, which can sometimes be very different from the social work perspective of what's in the service user's best interests. The two most likely times when a social worker is working alongside lawyers occurs during a mental health tribunal or during proceedings involving children in court. Indeed, social workers working with children and families have the most contact with lawyers. Lawyers in children's cases are employed by the local authority or in private practice, where they represent parents, grandparents and children. Local authority lawyers are expected to represent the local authority itself. In care proceedings, the local authority is the applicant, and the lawyer, or more accurately the solicitor, is charged with making that application on behalf of the authority, not simply the Children's Services Department. This sometimes leads to conflict in the relationship between social workers and solicitors, since the solicitor is not always in a position to represent what the social workers want to happen. Problematic or erroneous applications for orders in courts involving children would result in the local authority being censured by those courts. The approach to take is one where there is a dialogue between you, the social worker and the solicitor representing the local authority. In the first instance, that dialogue should normally involve an examination of the evidence. This is normally done during a legal planning meeting. When the evidence demonstrates that a child is or is likely to suffer significant harm, then the solicitor is likely to agree that the threshold has been met. That is, the evidence meets the criteria for an interim care order, for example. If there is any dispute about this, then the solicitor's advice should be welcomed as a means of clarifying what further evidence is needed.